Hi, everyone. Okay, I am so incredibly excited to have you here today. If you've been itching to dive into the world of AI, to actually build something tangible, and you've enrolled in the Google and Kaggle 5-day vibe coding course, well, you are in exactly the right place. Think of me as your personal mentor for this explainer. We are going to go through everything you need to get your system completely ready for this course. I know that setting up coding environments from scratch can sometimes feel, well, a little bit overwhelming, especially if you're brand new to AI coding. But hey, don't sweat it. I'm going to hold your hand through this entire process. By the end of this run-through, you'll have a fully functioning AI coding workspace, and you'll be totally ready to crush those daily assignments without any of the technical stress. All right, let's jump right into it. Here is our Launchpad checklist for today. First, we'll look at the course roadmap. Then, setting up Kaggle, unlocking Google AI Studio, installing the Anti-Gravity IDE, and finally, configuring the command line. 5 simple steps to get you ready for liftoff. So, Section 1, your 5-day course roadmap and exactly what to expect every day. Here's how this whole 5-day journey is actually going to play out. Every single day, you'll get new daily assignments to tackle. You'll also get access to the Kaggle Discord community, and I absolutely recommend jumping in there to connect with everyone else taking the course. You'll be working through code labs, which are basically these awesome guided hands-on tutorials. Now, grab a pen and mark your calendars for this next part. There are going to be daily YouTube live streams happening right at 11:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Make sure you adjust for your local time zone so you don't miss them. And finally, the whole shebang builds up to a final capstone project where you literally get to show off everything you've just built. It's a jam-packed 5 days, but it's going to be incredibly rewarding. Moving right along to Section 2, setting up Kaggle. This is your first fundamental account. If you don't have a Kaggle account yet, let's just get that sorted right now. Honestly, it's as easy as signing up for any social media app. Just head over to the main Kaggle website. Glance up at the top right corner of your screen. You'll see the sign up or register button. Click that, pick the email ID you want to use, and just breeze through the standard registration prompts. And boom, step 2 is already done. You're officially on Kaggle. All right, Section 3, unlocking Google AI Studio and getting your API key. Okay, please pay very close attention to this next part because it is absolutely crucial. When you go to Google AI Studio to create your account, you literally have to use a personal email address. I can't stress this enough. Do not use a business email and do not use a university or student email. The source material is super strict about this. Enterprise and educational accounts usually have all these intense admin permissions and firewalls, and they will absolutely block your access to certain AI features later on. So to keep your 5 days of coding completely smooth and stress-free, just stick to a standard personal Gmail account. So once you're logged into Google AI Studio with that personal email, check the bottom left just to make sure your account is active, and then head over to the API Keys section. You're going to want to click Create API Key right up there in the top right. It's going to ask you to name it. You can literally just call it Kaggle Vibe so you remember what it's for. If it's your first time in there, you'll click Create Project, and you can name that project Kaggle. It might take a second or two to spin up, but once it does, click Create Key. Boom, a giant string of characters will pop up. That right there is your API key. Copy that key and stash it somewhere safe. You're going to need it really soon to actually bring your whole AI workspace to life. Next up, Section 4, installing Anti-Gravity IDE and setting up your coding workspace. Before we go hitting any download buttons, let's set the record straight on what device you need. Anti-gravity requires a real computer, so if you're on a Mac, Windows, or Linux machine, you are golden. But listen, this will absolutely not work on a mobile phone. No way. You've got to have a desktop or a laptop environment to run this IDE and actually knock out these assignments. Okay, the secret here is just nailing the installation. Go ahead and download the executable file for your specific operating system. Once it's downloaded, open it up just like any normal app. Accept the agreement, pick where you want to save it, like your C drive. But hey, stop right here, because this is the single most important part of this entire step. When you see a little checkbox that says Add Open to Path, you must check it. I repeat, make absolutely sure Add Open to Path is checked. If you don't, your computer won't know where to find the software later on. So check that box, check the desktop shortcut box if you want, and smash that install button. Once that installation finishes up, go ahead and crack open the Anti-Gravity app. It's going to ask you to continue with Google. Make sure you select that exact same personal account we used earlier. It'll take just a brief moment to sign you in. After that, it's the fun part, personalizing your space. You can go with a light theme or a dark theme, whatever is easiest on your eyes when you're coding, and then just hit finish. Just like that, your visual workspace is officially ready to rock. And finally, Section 5, configuring the command line, the final piece of the puzzle. Now, if you are an absolute beginner, the phrase command line might sound, kind of intimidating, but I promise you it's really not. A command line interface, or CLI, is literally just a text-based way to talk to your computer. Instead of hunting around and clicking buttons with a mouse, you're just typing specific text commands to tell the software exactly what to do. It's honestly a super powerful and lightning-fast way to work once you get the hang of it. So now we've got to install the Anti-Gravity CLI. The course gives you specific text commands whether you're on Mac, Linux, or Windows. If you're a Windows user, you'll be using Command Prompt, which is also called CMD, or Windows PowerShell. All you do is copy the specific installation command for your system, open up your terminal or CMD, paste that text right in there, and press enter. It's going to take a minute or two to run the installation, so just sit back and let it do its thing. All right, once it stops running, we need to make sure it actually worked, right? So open a brand new tab in your command line and type this exact command, AGY -- version. Press enter. If everything installed beautifully, the command line is going to spit out the current version number of the software. If you see those numbers pop up on your screen, massive congratulations, you nailed the installation. Now we just need to basically hand over the keys and authorize the software. In that very same command line window, type this next command exactly like this, AG -- login, and hit enter. This part is actually super cool because it shows how the command line talks directly to your browser. As soon as you hit enter, it kicks off a sign-in process. A window will pop up asking you to select your display mode, like light mode, just scroll down and click done. Finally, toggle back over to your command line and press enter one last time to confirm the authentication. Bam! Everything is completely linked up. Okay, let's take this thing for a final test drive. You are fully connected now. Right there in your command line, just type the word hi and hit enter. Send that message over to your newly configured AI agent. In just a few seconds, you should see an output response pop right back up at you. You are now officially communicating directly with your new AI environment. How cool is that? And there you have it. Your entire workspace is ready, tested, and totally optimized. Think about what you just did. You set up Kaggle, generated your Google AI API Key, installed the Anti-Gravity IDE, and totally conquered the command line configuration. You've cleared every single technical hurdle. As we get deeper into the course, I'm actually going to be dropping the solutions for the daily assignments right here in Future Explainers, so definitely keep an eye out for those. But for now, take a deep breath and give yourself a massive pat on the back. The only question we have left is, now that you have this incredibly powerful AI toolset right at your fingertips, what will you build first? Best of luck with the 5-day challenge and happy coding.